Hey Capricorn family, what is going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are getting into your weekly reading. So welcome everyone. I hope things are going well in your world. We are coming off of a full moon last week. It was a full moon in Libra, so it really deals with our partnerships, our relationships of every kind. Usually the ones that get triggered around the full moon are the ones that we are experiencing some tension or, challenges, etc. Wah wah. But we'll see how that plays out for you, Capricorn, this week. All right, let's see. You guys actually have the most fluidity. I feel like a lot of strength vibing from you guys. I feel like a lot of, I don't know, just a sense of maybe self-assuredness is coming through. Feeling a little bit more on point. Maybe you're giving yourself some space to deal with whatever is being thrown at your way. That always helps us navigate, right? Yeah, I love this, heart with a key. So this is really that value of being really intentional and mindful about who you spend your time and energy with. And not to be like a cheese ball, but like literally we have to be protective with our heart. And that's on all fronts. It's not just romantic. It's our friends, our family, our coworkers, our environment. If we had that view of ourselves being sacred and really protecting like who we let into our sacred space, it's not saying be an a-hole. I'm sure you guys can understand that, right? But I do feel like there is this element of, being really conscious. Yeah, because those karmic relationships sneak in there. Karmic relationships are the relationships that come into our life that are triggering, that teach us lessons, that sometimes expose parts of us that we're like, oh, really? Like we're not too pumped about seeing, That was a lot. But I think a lot of it is through making healthier choices, right? And we saw that a little bit in Sagittarius's reading. You could have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart or be on the Capricorn Sagittarius cusp. The golden mirror wanted to pop out. Being too self-absorbed. We got to be mindful of that, right? Especially in modern culture. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Like all the, technology, social media gives us that platform to put on this very superficial aesthetic, right, of who we are. And it can basically what I'm saying is it can fuel our ego, right? Buying into, it's very seductive. 333 is on the clock. When there's ego gratification, when people are pandering to our ego, who doesn't like that? You know what I mean? It's part of humanity. But we also need to be able to temper that force, right? So we will move on. Okay, yeah, exactly. Because there is someone in your midst that maybe was saying certain things to make something seem a certain way. I feel like it was a karmic relationship. Both would be technically, but I feel like there's multiple players in this situation is what I'm saying. Maybe dealing with someone who's competitive. Maybe you're feeling competitive around this individual, or you just feel those vibes just kind of emanating off of them. I feel like they might be running their mouth a little bit too, right? Like you're kind of catching them either in some lies or inconsistencies. And it's making you think, But again, this is coming from Capricorn, the value that like you have been protecting yourself. You've been conscious, intentional about who you're giving your time and energy to. I feel like you know what this is. I feel like you understand what this is, but I feel like, you know, maybe there is a level of embarrassment about believing someone or something. The devil on your shoulder. I think that was, I can't remember what reading that was. That was a couple weeks ago. The devil was showing up in all the readings. And actually, sorry, Capricorn, you govern the devil. But, you know, it's, I love that concept of, like, you can handle it, right? You can handle the tough stuff. And maybe that's why you weren't really being cognizant of whatever this person was saying or kind of being sneaky about, etc. Yeah. I feel like the more you find structure in your life, the better things are getting. That's confirmed through that Knight of Swords. It is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Queen of Wands is popping up. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy. Okay, so that's what I talked about. Lots of people and the King of Swords. So there's a lot of people in this dynamic, you know, and a lot of different viewpoints, different opinions. You know, this Knight of Swords feels like the snaky energy, someone who had specific intentions about what they were saying, how they were saying it, how they were positioning themselves, etc. They had their own agenda. I feel like they were trying to get you on board with it, Capricorn. Because you feel like you're vibing as this Queen of Wands. Even though it's fire energy, just remember we embody all the different energies. You know, Capricorn also rules like the house of achievements. Excuse me, achievements. Cheese is delicious. Where, you know, if you are someone who is kind of out in the public eye, front and center, etc., you know, it goes back to that value of people pandering to your ego that we were talking about in the very beginning. So things are shifting for you. You're seeing things from a different perspective. This is really beautiful. I love this Lovers card. This is a gorgeous deck. But, you know, the Lovers really speaks to, if it's not about romantic relationship for you, it speaks to, like, people that we connect with on a deep soul level. That partnership, that synergy, but also you're self-protecting at the same time, Capricorn. Maybe you're seeing a different type of connection with this King of Swords vibe. Someone who, yeah, also does think differently than you. Also maybe did have a different agenda than you did. But you guys are vibing in a similar way because there's a certain level of maturity, life experience to go behind it. Yeah, this, whoever this Knight of Swords is, whoever this snake is like, I don't know, I just hear that, like running their mouth, but also like limiting themselves and their own achievements. A lot of it was just these emotional outbursts with that Temperance energy, not really knowing how to control themselves or when to. Because they were kind of like, they had a different plan in mind. They might have used you a little bit, like I said. Yeah, like they wanted you to get on board with them and not this other person. Maybe there was some jealousy involved. It's like this snake energy was really trying to position you away from that, so you weren't really interacting with this King of Swords, is what I'm hearing. Because Ace of Swords and Five of Swords, or Four of Swords, is the Five of Swords, which is complete black. Not wanting you to see, not wanting you to, you know, and almost like moving really quite quickly. Sometimes when people move too quick or they are really pushy or like force the issue, etc., it can make us make decisions that aren't thought through. And again, if you don't have the time or the energy to like check resources, whatever, you might trust them. You know, they come across, it's rational, it makes sense, something about what they were saying or doing, yeah, like it fit the bill. But I also feel like there was more to uncover, especially with this Empress energy. And that's where the limitation comes in as that Queen of Wands, right? Because she's only one facet of the puzzle. The Empress is the embodiment of all. And you have that within you, Capricorn, but you need to tap into that. Being a little bit more grounded, yeah, in your perspective. Not being so quick to make judgments. We have Page, Knight, and Queen of Wands on the board. So a lot of like just fast-paced energy, being gossipy, you know, kind of like the Knight of Wands in this deck is so like cringy to me for some reason. I don't know if you guys can see it, but his face is just like, it's very manipulative, you know what I mean? And with that Page of Swords, it was like things that were coming, I don't know, I feel like it was, like I said, just really gossipy energy. Someone who, you know, maybe buying into the gossip too quickly, making judgments about this person or situation. And the more you get separation from this other energy that was whispering in your ear, I feel like the more that you're seeing. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, there's our Five of Swords, guys. Wanting, you know, and again, it's just, like I said, it feels very much like this person you were dealing with had their own agenda about how they wanted the situation to play out. Maybe they were jealous of your connection. Maybe they wanted you for themselves. It could be a third-party situation for some of you. We have two Knight of, you know, masculine sword energies on the board, but that really doesn't matter. It can be anyone, you know, we can vibe as masculine, feminine, or any one of the elements, regardless of what zodiac sign we are. That's my little tangent soapbox. But legit, you know, I feel like there's something about, you know, well, I mean, obviously with this axe, it really does speak to stopping the patterns, right? Stop the same cycle of, you know, I don't know, buying into the gossip more, the feeling, the emotion, you know, the things that people kind of do, the duality, right? I think this is allowing connection, embracing teamwork, togetherness. 1313 was on the clock, and this number breaks down to 3. So 3 is a lot about working together, right? Even if things seem different, it's like go to the source versus go to someone else. That's where the integrity truly lies. Because you've kind of gotten yourself in a bind in certain ways, Capricorn. I feel like you know this. That's probably why you're being hesitant, you know, taking a step back, self-protecting with this 4 of Coins. Because when things do get addressed, there is going to be a lot of clarity that comes through. And I think it might be a little bit painful. This card legit has been coming up in like all the readings. It's just, to me, it's like that value of just doing what you need to do, but maintaining your autonomy, separating yourselves. That's what this Aries season is all about. Like, we have to take time to step away so we can hear what our gut is saying about certain people, places, and things. If we don't do that, then we have a tendency to make mistakes or misjudgments, right, about a person or situation. And that's basically what this is talking about. Listening to someone that really was kind of using the platform to manipulate for their own advantage. Again, this is the energy for this next week. You're seeing a lot of this, which I think is great. And I feel like it's helping you kind of step into your power a little bit more. But it is a little humbling at the same time, you know, not always easy, right? So I'm definitely sending all the love and blessings to Capricorn, especially as you navigate just all the different nooks and crannies. I'm here for any support. I do readings, energy healings, wellness consults. Thank you for your support to the channel. It blesses my heart so much. Definitely big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. Let's build and grow the community. All right, everyone, lots of love.